What is going on, everyone, and Happy New Year. We're in 2025. Hope you all had a great New Year's Eve celebration. Hope you didn't party too hard, but this is our first live stream of 2025. So I'm really excited for this one. The market right now is still very fragmented in liquidity in the sense that we're seeing these AI agent coins continue to go parabolic, while the rest of the market really doesn't do anything, is actually pulling back. So we'll be talking about this AI agent meta, the best AI coins you should have on your radar, on your watch list, as well as everything in between in regards to this current AI mega boom that we're seeing in crypto. Are there top signals? Are we close to a top? Stick around. We'll answer all of these important questions in this live stream. And once again, everyone who's just tuning in right now, Happy New Year, guys. Hit that like button, smash the like button for the first live stream of 2025, and let's get right into this. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got HH from Lebanon. Happy New Year to you, HH. We got Meet Angel. He says, hello, Happy New Year. I'm feeling good about 2025. Let's go. Happy New Year, Meet Angel. Good to hear that. Shout out to Ghost saying, smash the like button. Guys, smash up that like button. And we got Johnny G. Says, let's go. ALCH ripping. All of the AI agent coins are ripping right now. It's a beautiful thing if you were able to get some decent entries on them. We got Second Tim 32. He says, I think Connor is part machine too. Well, thing is, I piss yellow and I put my pants on one leg at a time just like everyone else. So I'm definitely human. Shout out to Eric A. He says, Happy New Year, Connor. What's up, Eric? We got Manny. He says, hey, fam. What's up, Manny? We got Fiat Hater, Gecko. Yeah, Gecko's pumping. What's up, Fiat Hater? TT, Ostia, Craig. Happy New Year, guys. Eric, what's up, Eric? Shout out to everybody here in the live chat, guys. Smash up the like button. So looking at the top 100 today, we have a lot of green, right? And a lot of bounces. AI16Z is up another 28%. A lot of your ISO 20022 coins, such as IOTA, HBAR, XLM, Algorand, Quant, they're up big as well. Cardano, ADA, XRP, XDC, all the ISO coins are doing good today. And we also got Virtualist Protocol up 11.3% on the day. Now looking at the AI agent mindshare and current market caps, they continue to put in insane moves on a daily basis. AIXBT leading mindshare still at 17.6%, is at a $580 million market cap approximately, trading for 58 cents. Virtual's new all-time high market cap, 4.3 billion, trading at $4.42 per token. AI16Z, 2 billion market cap. Griffin, 44 cents. Love to see it. Shout out to everyone that was able to get into Griffin in the low 20s or below. And ALCH as well is up huge. Now, like I've been saying, I've been discussing my AI agent picks in the previous few live streams. And I mean, really, you get my direct picks in the Mastermind. But Griffin is really one of my main ones, all right? And basically, over here, just before Christmas, essentially, in this period where it was in the low 20-cent region, around a 200 million market cap is where we decided to load up heavy in Griffin. And you can see this chart has broken out to the upside, which is really nice to see, $440 million market cap. And look, if this parabolic trend is going to continue, well then, I mean, this is really just the test. Do I recommend buying now? Not necessarily, no, because I mean, look, it's up 100% in 3 days. But if you were able, if you were paying attention, I mean, congratulations, this is a huge winner. Gecko as well. My most recent Virtuals AI agent got in just below 10 million market cap. Here it is, hit an all-time high today of around 26 million. Right now trading at $22 million market cap. So I mean, look, 100% move in like a day. And then the other one, ALCH, right? The two I liked on Solana and still like are ALCH and Griffin. And ALCH, same thing. I mean, it's up huge, as you can see, in a few days' time. In 2 days, it is up 129%, going for this all-time high breakout. So really crazy stuff. Some more of these. AIXBT as well. BT, not PT. But anyways, looking at the AIXBT chart, this is what a parabolic pump does look like. You can see the ascending triangle that formed it did lead to this clean breakout and just a straight up move. All right, so you've seen me discuss this pattern many times, right? This is a bull market classic pattern where you have price just coiling up really hard with horizontal resistance and a vertical accumulation diagonal with this trend line. And sometimes it doesn't work out where you'll see it just break to the downside, but this is what you look for on this pattern in a bull run, just a clean snap and break. It leads to moves like this. So yeah, guys, the AI agent narrative is really nuts at the moment. Now, there are some top signals out there, and it's been going on really since the end of November, middle of November. So this is not a brand new trend, right? It's been happening for over 6 weeks now, where these coins have just been going up only. So definitely we're getting to that 6 to 12 week period where potentially, right, this narrative may shift and it might all come crashing down in our faces. So I would be very vigilant and stay rational out there. If you're thinking about buying these AI agent coins now, like a chart like this now, sure, this can go to billions. It definitely can, right? We've never seen anything like this, such as AIXBT. But at the same time, you have to understand your positioning in the marketplace versus everyone else. Because at the end of the day, this hyper-specific narrative pump with AI agents is no different than any other hyper-specific narrative pump we've seen in the past. Whether that be meme coins, RWA coins, DeSci coins that pumped for like a few days and then fizzled out, right? This is no different than any other one of these events. And it will end in the same way, where all of these do come crashing down 80-90% plus. For now, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it and keep riding the momentum to the upside. But just understand, keep it in the back of your mind to stay rational. And if you're thinking about rotating coins that haven't moved or they've been going down into a chart like this, I don't necessarily think that's the wisest move at this moment in time, right? If you would have done it a while ago, sure, it would have been a great move. But at this moment in time, I mean, look at these charts. You're buying parabolic all-time highs, and it's not a wise thing to do. But nonetheless, a lot of money has been made with this AI agent narrative trend. And yeah, let the gains be with you guys. Again, Griffin, Gecko, my two picks. And I mean, they're up pretty decently, over 100%. But look, I mean, let's be real. Most of these coins are a 50x in a month. So a lot of work to be done still. Anyways, what else is going on here in the live chat? We got Get Sonard. He says, hey, Crypto Empire, what do you think of Auroch AI? We'll look at that in a moment. We got Let's Talk Crypto. What's up, Let's Talk Crypto? And Manny, Happy New Year, Manny. D. Jenny from the blockchain. He says, Happy New Year 2025. I'm deep into virtuals, but your call yesterday to buy KeyCat could be legendary. Good point there, D. Jenny from the blockchain. Good to have you here, and Happy New Year to you as well. Now, you bring up a valid point there, right? If you look at something like AIXBT on base, it's going up only. If you look at virtual on base, up only, up and to the right. Now, if you look at the main base DeFi coins, for example, one of them would be Aerodrome. Looking at this chart, it's lost a significant amount of value. It's lost 40% of its value in 25 days, while these AI agents have just been taking all the liquidity. Another main pick on base for DeFi is going to be Moonwell. Moonwell over here. This chart doesn't show the whole picture. Let's get a chart that shows the whole picture. Okay. There we go. So anyways, Moonwell, you can see from the start of December, this thing has lost 44% of its value. The number one meme coin on base currently is Brett. Brett's lost 50% of its value since December 7th, 44%. All of these main picks are down 44, 45, 50%. What's another one? Ski Mask Dog. Ski Mask Dog from, again, the same time, start of December, down 40%. It was as low as 40, 44, 50%. So what we're seeing right now is a rotation, right? We're seeing a lot of people exit these consensus DeFi plays on Base, the top meme coins on Base. We're seeing a lot of rotation out of them to chase the current thing, which is the AI agent meta. Again, these always end the same. They always end in the 90% crash. Okay, so don't think that this one is going to be different. The key is to not get caught in that 90% crash. How do you do that? Well, one, you don't top blast. Okay, you buy things at value levels. That's what I did with Griffin. That's what I did with Gecko. I mean, Gecko was a brand new, fresh chart, right? Like when you see a young chart like this with no history to the left, and you see all the other AI agent coins go parabolic, and you see it over here, well, I thought it was early and a good time to buy it, right? But anyways, to not get caught in the inevitable huge crash, one, you need good entries, okay? Your entry is so important when it comes to any altcoin in the crypto market. If you don't have a good entry, you can have the best coin out there, it can be the best technology, but if you buy it at the wrong time, you're still going to lose money. So one, you need a good entry. Two, you need to understand the conditioning at play here, okay? Crypto really has seen insane pumps, but in very sporadic periods and very niche sectors of the market, where a lot of people not holding these coins, they miss out, right? So they go ahead and chase, they get bad entries, and they think they will keep on going parabolic because their mind has been conditioned to see these coins do nothing but pump. It's the same thing that happened. We'll go to the overall crypto market cap, the total chart. It's the same thing that happened over here. When Bitcoin first hit its all-time highs at the start of this year, and we saw the total market cap go up here to 2.7 trillion. At this point in time, everyone was conditioned to seeing meme coins just go up only forever, to seeing AI coins go up only forever. Okay, everyone was risk on, and everyone stayed risk on for a long period of time into this major 8-month drawdown, 8-month bear market. Okay, so understand the conditioning at play here. You're being conditioned to think risk on forever. No, there will come a time where risk off will be necessary to preserve your hard-earned gains. Okay, so if you can understand that basically a lot of people that are just following trends and not thinking for themselves are being conditioned to think it will go up only forever and be risk on forever. Well, if you think the opposite of that, or you at least think for yourself and use your own critical thinking, understand the conditioning at play and that it will lead to another major drawdown. But for now, what you want to do is, one, make sure you have good entries and just simply pay yourself as the coin does go up in value. Okay? If you're up 50x on something and you haven't sold a penny, you're definitely doing it wrong. You need to take out money on an incremental basis on your major wins. This way, it doesn't matter if it keeps on going up or if it crashes 90% tomorrow. Okay? You've already realized profit. Realized. That's the biggest word, the most important word in crypto. Okay? Your paper profits do not mean anything. You need to realize them. So if you're up massive on these AI agent plays, I'm not telling you to sell everything, but I am saying it's a wise move to realize profits. All right, enough of the AI agent talk for right now. Let's take a look at Bitcoin itself and the overall market. So we have gone over again the base ecosystem a bit and how a lot of liquidity is essentially just getting rotated around. We're not seeing a lot of influx of new capital. It's the capital from other coins, other altcoin holders selling their coins like Aerodrome and Moonwell and Bread or whatever else to chase after AIXBT, virtuals, and all the other little individual AI agents. Okay, now if you look at Bitcoin here, it's still holding strong. Again, good chance this was the low at the top of this green zone at $91,600. This happened yesterday. Good chance that was the low. I mean, look, we know this is a demand zone. We know there's a lot of liquidity in this green box. So it shouldn't surprise anyone if price wants to come down into it. That would also cause a wick on the monthly. Okay, it's January 1st now. December is over. It's 2025. So the December candle ended pretty ugly, pretty bearish, right? Long wick to the upside. Now, if we are going to see a move in January down into our green zone and then a reclaim of the monthly open, that would be a nice long wick to the downside. All right, we should welcome something like that. We shouldn't be scared of something like that happening. We should want a nice wick down in January below the monthly open and then a nice reclaim, because that would indicate that the market is ready to move higher. Okay, so still have your eyes on your green demand zone, key level being $89,000. And to the upside, we know what needs to happen. First order of business is reclaim $95,000. Second order of business is to reclaim $98,000, that resistance level that was rejected over here. And the day after Christmas, you guys call it Boxing Day everywhere else in the world. And then after we can go ahead and reclaim 98K, we're ready to attack the highs and push. But for now, just still sideways and choppy. Now, in terms of the main narratives we have to look forward to now, it's January. Okay, the president, Donald Trump, will be inaugurated on January 20th. Huge narrative for crypto. That's probably why you're seeing the ISO 20022 coins like XRP and Cardano pump. January 20th, big day. Big day for crypto. We're going to see what happens. If we do end up rallying hard before that date, could very well be a sell the news. If we dump super hard going into that date, could very well be a buy the news for that narrative. But if we stay sideways, we're going to play it by ear and see how we go. Again, I'd like to see a wick down on the monthly candle into this green box and a reclaim of the monthly open, which is at $93,500. But that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, really nothing to update whatsoever on the ETH chart. Very slow holiday period. Same thing with Solana. Very slow holiday period. Nothing but sideways, choppy price action. Again, the only excitement in crypto is with AI agents right now. Isn't that a shooting star on the monthly? Yes, it is. Shout out to the Silvadala. He says smash up that like button. Guys, smash up the like button. Shout out to Elvis. He says Happy New Year, Connor. Glad to still be here since 2021. Elvis, I appreciate the loyalty throughout the years now. It's crazy. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary of Crypto Empire. When March does roll around, we'll be live and operational for 4 years' time. Pretty crazy. Oh yeah, back to what DJing was saying about KeyCat. So again, all liquidity is being shifted. All right, all these meme coins. Looks like we got a super chat from J-Man. J-Man, thank you for that super chat. He says, Connor, toward the end of the chat, could you explain what we can expect when Bitcoin dominance drops? Would this mean Bitcoin drops significantly low and so do altcoins and then a pump on altcoins? Sorry for the dumb question. Not a dumb question, J-Man. We'll answer that in just one moment. Okay, so here's KeyCat. Like DJing was saying, yeah, I mean, look, it looks pretty good. Coming into a level of interest. But all base meme coins, they all look very similar. Okay, they're all being ignored and sold because the holders want to chase the current thing. So while people were writing a lot of this stuff off, there's a good chance they do make huge comebacks. So your role, your job should be to find the best meme coins or DeFi coins, right? We already looked at Aerodrome and Moonwell, how it's the same situation. They're just getting sold off. Your role should be to identify your highest conviction picks that are getting ignored right now on base and look to buy them in value areas. They're in value areas right now. There's demand zones just slightly lower, but I think that's going to be a good strategy. All right. Identify the ones that are getting overlooked, that are bullish, and look to buy them at value levels, and you should be fine. You should be able to make some good profits. So good shout there, DJing from the blockchain. And now J-Man's question. So what can happen when Bitcoin dominance drops? So basically when Bitcoin dominance drops, that's an indication that Bitcoin holders are exiting their Bitcoin positions and rotating that Bitcoin into altcoins. Now, this doesn't necessarily coincide with the price of Bitcoin dropping, okay? Because typically this happens during a distribution phase of the market. For example, if we look at the BLX chart here on the weekly time frame. So looking at our top, let's look at our first top in 2021. So Bitcoin dominance was dropping like a rock during this period from around February over here to April, May. Right, Bitcoin dominance, it was basically dropping from January 1st really hard until like late February, March. And you can see February, March over here. I mean, Bitcoin, yes, it wasn't going up anymore, but it really wasn't crashing. Okay, this was distribution. So typically, if we do see the big Bitcoin dominance drop, here it is on the Bitcoin dominance chart, very reflective of what we were just looking at on the Bitcoin price chart. Like I said, from like January 1st to April, May, that's when Bitcoin dominance was dropping, but the price of Bitcoin was in distribution. All right. And what this means was, yes, big whales were exiting. A lot of whales were selling Bitcoin for altcoins, but it doesn't coincide with the price of Bitcoin dropping. Okay. It usually means choppy sideways. You'll hear it a lot, especially as it's going to happen more likely than not. Basically, you need Bitcoin to chill out so altcoins can pump. Bitcoin chilling out means distribution like this from 2021 is a good example. Okay, so just back to the question. Would this mean Bitcoin drop significantly low? No, that's not what it means. And so do altcoins and then pump on altcoins. So typically what you'll see happen is when Bitcoin goes into that distribution phase, you'll see altcoins start to put in their markup phase. Because basically what happens is Bitcoin dominance continues to rise as Bitcoin goes parabolic. The distribution phase hits, Bitcoin dominance drops. That's when altcoins start to really move. Or they're already moving during the distribution phase. So that's how I would interpret Bitcoin dominance dropping, J-Man, and I hope that does help. Looks like we got another super chat from Black Sun saying, have you checked out Beats on Base? So I've heard of it. It's gotten shilled to me. And here's the chart. 1.6 market cap, $1 million market cap with the FDV of 2.3 mil. So have I done an in-depth dive on this? No. Here's the chart, down 60% from the high, holding this level. So I would say, just looking at the chart in TA, that this is a buy zone. I would be careful because I've seen these. One of two things is going to happen from here. I'll word it like this. This is either going to be the bottom and it's going to pump really hard, or it will lose support and it will come down back here to the bottom. So if you want to play this scenario in the sense that you see it breaking out, well then this in this green zone would be a good level to buy it. But I would be cautious of the potential scenario of a lot of traders thinking that this is the bottom. They see it bases, but then it actually just loses the support and goes back down. So stay safe. But in terms of my take on Beats on Base, whether this is a really good coin to buy or not, I'm not going to speak on that because I don't have sufficient knowledge of the project to give my opinion in the way that you guys are looking for. All right, what else is going on here in our live chat, guys? Shout out to Rosie saying, what's up, Connor? Happy New Year. Up big from Bro. Yeah, that's another one. Nero Bro, guys. Insane chart. Nero Bro. We talked about this at a 3 million market cap down here on stream. Here it is, 32 million. Absolutely parabolic pump. This is another AI influencer similar to AIXBT with some of its own unique features. But yeah, I mean, look, anyone who bought this is up 10x from late December 20th, around that date. All right, so let's get into some interesting stuff. So we have a tweet here from Stan the MetaMan. So he says, after identifying the main trend, all we have to do is trade the most mindshare projects and win. He says, the question now is, has AI topped? And looking at this picture of the current crypto mindshare, AI makes up 36.8% of the total crypto mindshare. AI is all the market cares about right now. So has the market topped? Well, we have Thread Guy, the dude, the streamer dude who does his podcasts with the bleached hair. He says AI agent market cap is 15 billion with 0 tier 1 exchange listings. This is going to get really, really stupid really, really fast. And then you can see Frank D. Gods says 15 bill. F it, make it 1500 bill. So, look, these guys are like notorious top signals in a sense. They were the top signals for Goatius Maximus Goat. Right? They had the founder on their podcast and very shortly after essentially topped out at a $1.2 billion market cap. There was another one, I forget the name of the token, but they had the founder or whatever, the team on their podcast, on their live stream. And the chart was ridiculous, like parabolically pumped. And that marked the top. So now we have the same guy, Thread Guy, saying that, it's going to get stupid really fast when it's already gotten extremely stupid in a really fast manner. Okay, so for sure, 100%, this tweet from Thread Guy is a top signal in my eyes. We'll see. Keep an eye, and again, don't be chasing too much right now because, again, he says it's going to get really stupid really fast. It's already gotten really stupid really fast. It's already happened. So, anyways, some other interesting stuff here. So we have a tweet from this guy asking AIXBT, the AI agent. He says, "Where is the OpenSea airdrop?" And AIXBT responded today, January 1st of 2025. It said, "Still on track for December of 2024. Keep watching." And you can see the replies. Tag an inverse, brah. Still drunk from New Year's Eve. Get yourself a calendar. Q5 in action. Q5 2024. All right, so clearly these things are still a work in progress. Now, the main use of AIXBT is the terminal that requires 600,000 tokens to access, which is around 200 grand right now. But still, you can see that these things, even today, January 1st, 2025, there's a lot of work to be done with these AIs. Another interesting thing, this tweet here from Mike Dudas. This tweet here from Mike Dudas saying, AI agents have learned to mimic human KOL behavior almost perfectly. Incredible technology. So you can see this tweet. Again, all these are from today, January 1st, 2025. Somebody asked, what coin to ape in Q1 of 2025? AIXBT responds, Hyperliquid. Now you can also see, somebody asked, do you prefer buying $1 million in SOL or $1 million in hype for this year at AIXBT? It responds, SOL all day. Everything else is noise. So, I mean, look, it's just, it's trained to respond in whatever information it's been given. And I mean, its answers come and go with the wind, like the wind. I mean, if you don't think that this is a bubble, boy, oh boy, do I have news for you. Here's the chart of this genius AI agent. Now, look, I mean, clearly this is some novel technology and it's super, super interesting stuff. But is it as good as the market is making it seem right now? I'll be straight up with you. No, it's not. It's definitely not. But this is how crypto works. You can be a critic and point your finger and say this thing is really stupid all day, but you're going to keep on just missing. You're going to keep on missing the however many gains, 5x, 10x, 20x, 100x, right? If you just point your fingers and you have this pessimistic point of view, you're going to miss everything. So what you have to do is you have to embrace the nature of the crypto market in the sense that it gets really stupid really fast. and these things get overvalued and they go parabolic. And you have to understand that this is all just meme coins, like I've been saying. These are the new versions of meme coins. Will they get really good in a few years' time and be able to do amazing things? For sure. AI is evolving at a very rapid pace. But we are 100% in a boom and bust cycle, and we're booming, and it will lead to a bust. But for now, the trend is your friend until the end, and the trend is up. But I just want to make it known that there's a lot of there's a lot of top signals out there. I'm not calling a top, but I am saying I don't think it's a good idea to take fresh entries into these coins right now, with how they've been going and with the current sentiment on them, with the conditioning of people thinking that they can just buy them and they're going to keep on going parabolic. There's no such thing as free lunch. Okay, they'll give you an inch, right? They'll give you an inch and then they will take a mile from you. That's how the game works, lads. So don't get too carried away right now. What else do we have? So let's get into some other AI agent stuff. Again, Bittensor Tau really being thrown to the side. People buying virtual and AI16Z, completely dismissing Tau right now. So we have a tweet here from Sammy. We got a super chat from Meet Angel. He says, "What's your take on H1DR4? How much do you know about it?" Thank you. Thank you for the super chat, sir. We'll get into that in just one moment. For now, let's talk about Tau. So he says, already seeing teams launch AI agents on Bittensor just 48 hours after smart contracts went live. Unlimited subnets plus the Ethereum virtual machine integration plus dynamic Tau is setting up Q1 to be pretty explosive. And you can see here, Eternal AI infrastructure on Bittensor has launched multiple products throughout the day, which was yesterday. So they've launched agents, decentralized inference, on-chain verifiable AI models, as well as the Bittensor brain. So, I mean, all of this stuff that's happening on virtuals, you're going to see it all happen on Tau as well. And the main play is simply to just hold Tau. And that's what I have been doing. And if we look at the Tau chart here on the weekly time frame, it doesn't look like it is topped. Okay, it looks like it is having a very healthy consolidation underneath its prior all-time high. When you see the virtual chart and the AI16Z chart and you compare it to a chart like Tau, they look like how Tau looked last year. Okay, this is how Tau looked last year. And we'll just real quick go to AI16Z. And here's the chart. Okay, like this is Tau last year basically. Up only and to the right. Now, as someone who invested into Tau, down here, 60, 50 bucks, and enjoyed the ride up, I know how fun it is. And I know how you feel like it's just going to keep on going up forever. But that is not the case. So I do see a shift happening in the sense where these fundamental AI coins like Tau, for example, they're going to catch a bid again. So there's a lot of talk about, virtuals flipping Tau and how everyone should sell their Tau for virtual and all of this rhetoric. And I'm just going to make it very clear. I think Tau is a major bargain here, sub 500 bucks. I mean, I think it's a major bargain even at 600 bucks, right? Undervalued. A lot of big things will be happening for Bittensor Tau in Q1. And again, I'll be covering all of it, so stick around on the channel and subscribe if you're not subscribed. But you guys want to know where I see value right now? It's Tau here, sub 500. And it likely will put in a mega breakout of this all-time high. But anyways, let's get into Meet Angel's question. So he says, what's your take on H1DR4? Okay, so here is the chart. I know I've glanced at this one before. But you said, how much do I know about it? I do not have in-depth technical knowledge of this project. Now, with that being said, looking at this chart, pretty insane chart. Pretty insane chart. Whereas in the past 6 hours, it's gone up 200% from 3 million to 11 million. So, like, when something looks like this, is very tough for me to say that it's a good buy. Okay, the good buy would have been early down here. Can this go to 50 million? Another 5x? I mean, yeah, that can happen by tomorrow. But, I mean, I'm sure you're probably wondering if you think it's a good idea to buy this coin now. And it's risky. Okay, it is quite risky. You're buying after a 200% move in 6 hours time. I would, if anything, wait for some type of retracement if you want to get an entry. And wait for some kind of red candles to form on the 1 hour. See what ends up holding as support and find your entry there if you want to buy this. But yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable buying. Like, I would not want to buy Gecko now. I would not want to buy Griffin now. I wouldn't want to buy ALCH now. All right. Again, like I was just saying earlier, your entry is extremely important. So if you don't have a great entry on these, it sucks, but you may just have to miss it. You may just have to miss it. Don't chase the market. Find levels of value and look to buy at those levels of value. Let's see. Christic90 says, bro, you all the time talk about coins who I can't find them to buy. So you're having a hard time knowing how to buy these coins. So you need to get familiar with something like Phantom Wallet for Solana. And you can use a basic MetaMask wallet or Rabby wallet or Coinbase wallet for your base Ethereum coins. And look, it says the exchange right here, Radium. It says the exchange right here, right? Radium. So all you need to do is connect your wallet to that exchange with some Solana or Ethereum in it. And depending on what chain it is, you can buy them. Okay, so stuff like that. You know, I'm here to take you guys from A to B. Going from 0 to 1 and learning how to buy coins, I do have so many videos on this type of stuff. But really, like, I do encourage you to go from 0 to 1 with a lot of the content I've already made or other content out there. And then when you're ready to go from A to B, I think this is a great live stream. But I mean, look, this is for all people, all levels in crypto. But, you know, stuff like that on how to buy a coin, it's knowledge that it's like a prerequisite that you really need to learn ASAP. It's 2025, so definitely got to get start applying yourself. Bro, don't buy if you don't know how to buy. Good point there, Rosie. I agree, man. No worries, Christic90. All good, but if you already have Coinbase wallet, you can just go to uniswap.org. You can connect the wallet if it has Ethereum on it. I mean, make sure you're on the Base network and you'll be able to buy stuff on Base, right? Uniswap.org takes you to the application, and there you go. But anyways, hope that helps, man. Anthony says, use very small amounts of money to learn how to buy and sell. Good idea. And more money says, Ponky token at a fantastic buy price, bullish. So these meme coins on Solana, Ponky is now 1 year old. It launched exactly 1 year ago, end of December. 171 million. There's a lot of time on these charts now. A lot of time on these charts, 52 weeks, 54 weeks. So if you remain bullish on Ponki, yes. Down here, looking at the weekly chart, it's clearly at a weekly support level. So for sure, buying down here at support would be a good idea. It's just a matter of, will these meme coins on Solana get the same levels of attention that they had last year? Because the market just moves so quickly. Where now people just want the AI agents. People are selling Ponki to buy the AI agents. I had a member of the Mastermind ask me, should I hold Ponki or get into Griffin? I said, look, Ponki's an insider meme coin. Griffin is an AI agent infrastructure play backed by the Solana Foundation. They're very different. I think one of them is better than the other, right? So I said, go with Griffin. Will we see a rotation back into coins like Ponki? I'm not sure. But if you remain bullish on it and you're going to hold your conviction, which only you have in your head, you can't buy that, you can't rent it from somebody else. You need to come up with your own conviction. If you do believe that it will go back up, 100% buying down here at this weekly support level is a great spot to buy it. But understand the risk at play. These meme coins, right? Popcat was supposed to be the best thing ever. Supposed to instantly teleport to like a 50 billion market cap or whatever. Well, this is what can happen, right? 64% down now. Ponki, Popcat, Flog, any other meme coin on Sol, right? They all do look like this right now. There will be ones that make comebacks and go on to make new all-time highs, but a lot of them have already had their days in the sun. Okay, now they're just riding off in their sunsetting, phasing out. Stay safe. I don't know which ones will be the ones to come back. It's a very risky game out here in the crypto world, but all of these were coined as the best things ever. There are exceptions, right? There's Murad's top coins like Giga, 700 million market cap. I mean, it looks like it wants to break an all-time high at resistance. There's SPX, 800 million market cap, almost 900 million again, about to make a new all-time high. Okay, so there's exceptions, but the majority of these memes, they kind of look toast. And I don't think they're all going to see the same levels of pumps that they had in like September to November of 2024. I don't think that's going to happen again. The market's going to find something new to pump. So be careful. And yeah, let's see. I saw Miko asking about ticker Bitcoin. And in terms of what's going on with ticker Bitcoin, so this is another one of Murad's picks. His top picks are Giga and SPX. Now looking at ticker Bitcoin, well, it's basically it's losing some ground here in the sense that it's coming deeper into its pre-breakout levels. Okay, and ideally you don't want to see it come down deep into its pre-breakout levels. Ideally, you don't see it back at prices it was at the September lows. So you definitely want to see this coin. I'd like to see this coin put in some kind of reversal around here. At the same time, right, exactly what I just said. People are selling their memes no matter what they are. People are selling them right now to chase after the AI agents. Okay, so some of them will make comebacks. Many of them won't. I do still think ticker Bitcoin's a good meme coin. It needs to find support here at like 150 million market cap. I do not want to see it back down here at the September low sub 100 million. But I don't control it. The market will do what the market wants to do, and we'll see how it does actually develop here. Anyways, we got Fred Smith Bluetooth with a lot of interesting takes here in our live chat. What's going on, Fred Smith? Happy New Year. So he says sell Celestia. I do agree. Celestia is a bad coin. I would not recommend that. What else is Fred Smith saying, though? A lot of interesting takes. Saying a lot of stuff has zero value. Let's see. Bitcoin is safer than altcoins. I agree. And Vader, whales are exiting. Don't get left holding the bag. What's happening with Vader? Yeah, so there's no value anymore to buy a chart like this. There's zero value to be had here. I mean, you are for sure in a dangerous position if you buy now. In 38 days, it is up 30x or 3,000%. You're playing with fire. You know, people see the market cap 127 million. They look at AI16Z at 2 billion. They look at virtual at 3 billion. And they say, oh, virtual or Vader's undervalued. It's going to go to 1 billion, something like that. You're playing with fire. So, yeah. Let's see. DZKOAEP says, for me, Vader AI has had great impact. It has had great impact, right? It's the same thing with Sequoia. Very similar AI agent by Virtual's projects. I'm not going to repeat myself too much. I don't think it's a good idea at all to buy a chart like this now. You're playing with fire. Let's look at some other AI coins, though, because there is some interesting value. Let's see. I'm still holding OXO. Now Cubic. Here's Cubic on the daily time frame. So in demand at the daily 200 EMA here, this pink line, this pink moving average. And it also does look like a nice ABC where you got the A, you got the B, you got the C corrective. And then what happens is it typically will go ahead and break out to new highs. To all the Elliott wave chartists out there. Look, this is in a same thing with Tau. This is at a level of interest. This is a buy level. Coins like FET coming into this lower green zone at around $1.25. I'm not holding FET, but look, I mean, this is a level where you should be interested. All of these fundamental coins, now these two, AGI and AI Tech, getting sold off really hard. So this is worrisome actually for AGI Delicium in the sense that it closed this weekly candle with a super bearish break of this long-standing bull market trend line. Okay, so that is very worrisome. Not holding this coin. But if I was a holder, I would look at this and, I mean, it's tough, right? You got to make a decision on the fly. Do you continue to hold it? The only way you can continue to hold it is if you've built strong conviction in that project. If not, by the way, shout out to Aster for the $5 super chat. We'll look at that super chat just after this segment. Again, yeah, this is worrisome, guys. This break, you can see how well it has held up from October 2023 until the start of December. Okay, so you're at a horizontal level now, or it's actually down at 11 cents. You're the support resistance flip at 13 cents. But look, if this can't reclaim soon, if it closes another weekly like down here, I don't know, man. I'd be a little worried. It doesn't have, maybe it's going for a major ABC, but there's several ways to look at it. But the main way, which is this trend line I have on the chart broken on the weekly, is a little worrisome. So here's an example of another potential corrective or coming back to this support. I don't think these are done. So I would look for them to reverse soon, or this can get super, super ugly for these charts. These don't look nearly as strong as some of these others. Cubic really looks very well, how it's holding a lot of this pump, not coming back into its previous kind of bear market levels compared to a lot of these other charts. Now, OORT, I am holding this. I've been in from sub 10 cents. Is basing potential. It's there. It's starting to form potential bullish divergence forming. This does, again, look better than some of the other ones we've looked at, like AGI, in the sense where it's not all the way back down at its like bear market levels where it was at the start of its rally in the accumulation zone. Yeah, I mean, this sideways bullish divergence forming. This is looking pretty decent. Alex Becker coins like Parallel AI retesting previous all-time highs could be decent. XMW, this is a one that has a ton of mindshare right now. Looks pretty bullish in the sense where it's in this consolidation basically at the top. So you don't want to see this turn into distribution. And you do see here the ascending triangle again, where you have the horizontal resistance with the vertical buildup. So if it's going to pull the AIXBT move, it's just going to snap and break. But anyways, it's super interesting because these charts, much like what we've been saying in this stream, these AI charts, they look worrisome, and a lot of them look pretty dismal. A lot of people are questioning why they bought any of these in the first place. And those are important questions to ask, I suppose. But the sentiment right now is all these other AI coins suck, and I can't believe I didn't buy any virtuals coins or any AI agent coins. So again, think of the conditioning, the mental conditioning being imposed on crypto investors. A lot of people have sold these main AI infrastructure plays, the utility coins like Tau and Cubic and Render and Akash, whatever, and they've bought Virtual and AI16Z and AIXBT. I don't know how this is going to end, but it usually doesn't end great for the people selling bottoms. Selling bottoms of these charts to chase after the stuff that is up 30x in a week. It doesn't usually end great. But anyways, my main picks, you guys know my main AI picks. It's Tau and Cubic. Those are my two biggest bags. Griffin is quickly up there at that level, right? Because I went into Griffin not as an asymmetric bet with size because I built conviction on it. And look, it's up 100%. But yeah, I got exposure to both sides of the AI coin, whether it's the new flashy AI agent narrative, and I got the old infrastructure utility plays that the market doesn't care about right now. But I mean, I think it will. I think the market will catch on to coins like Tau and Cubic. So we'll see. As an investor here, I'm employing patience and sticking with my investment thesis. And we'll see how that works out for me. Anyways, we got some super chats to answer. Shout out to Eric A. We'll get to your super chat right after we get to Asters. So Aster says, insight on VV Waifu. Launchpad AI16Z connection. Release promoted updates and moving after consolidation. Also 0p/Sol with Geisha, the Griffin connection. So let's take a look at the Waifu coin. So from my sketch here, it does appear that it did not come back down to the support. It instead broke resistance and it broke out of the range. Okay, so this is a clean range breakout. And my thoughts on this chart looking at it is you want to see this retest of the range high hold. Okay, if you want to buy the coin, you should be looking at around 100 million to potentially 90 million market cap. It would be a retest of this range breakout, and you want to see it continue. The Dasha terminal. So thoughts would be similar to all of the other AI agent coins in the sense that from the 15th of November to current day, it's up 83x. So playing with fire. But if you've built conviction in this particular project, don't let me stop you. But you should still look to get a good entry. And a good entry relative to the current price would be, again, a retest of this range high at 100 million market cap. Now, Zerapy on Solana is a 1.6 mil market cap. So something like this, it did give the 90% drop, 90, it went down 97% in a week, actually. That's pretty funny. 97% in a week. And from that bottom, it's actually already bounced 8x or 718%. But anyways, 1.6 mil market cap. It's already seen like the 100x gain or whatever. It went up 18x to the peak, but really like a 10 to a 13x where you would have had time to sell it if you bought it super low. All right, so this is kind of fair playing grounds. And I would treat it as another meme coin. I know it's being marketed as like the breakthrough AI agent and doing all these amazing things, but I would look at it like I would look at a meme coin. So I would say you are very high out on the risk curve if you want to buy something like this. Very far out on the risk curve. So I would not put in any huge sums, right? I would implore the rule of like 1% of less of your portfolio if you wanted to buy something like this. But it's at a low market cap after a 97% drop. So it could be a decent play, but it's very high risk. And I don't know enough about its connections and stuff to give further insight. Anyways, we got a super chat here from Eric A. He says, late to the game and aped into Brett, Pepe, and Goat, among others, then found your channel. Do you see those recovering back to early December levels this cycle? So Pepe, yeah, I do. Pepe's already looking pretty decent here in the sense that it put in a decent bounce and avoided a catastrophe by giving back the entire pump. Let's look at this version of the chart here. There we are. All right. That bounce from the golden pocket. So will Pepe get back to prices around early December? I think Pepe will go on to make new all-time highs. So it still might want to fill this wick. Notice how long this particular wick is. Might want to fill the wick back down to these prices and then go and attack the highs again. It's going to be interesting to see how January does end up shaping up. And we'll find out once Bitcoin kind of shows its hand here. It's hiding the cards right now. It's not giving us any insight at the table, at the poker table, in terms of what it wants to do. But yeah, Pepe likely will make new highs. Now, Brett, it's really, really, I find it fascinating, the psychology of everything. You guys have to understand that I don't want to get too philosophical on your asses. But this is a creation from someone's mind, right? I mean, look, I don't have any concrete proof, but there's a very good chance that Crash made this himself. I mean, I'm not saying he did 100%. I don't have any concrete proof to prove that. But this was conceived in this dude's mind, and he was able to make so many people believe it's going to go to 50 billion, 100 billion, whatever he's saying. Where now you have this cult that just talks about it every day, and they're trying to will it into existence. They're trying to bend the fabrics of reality to push this thing to 50 billion. Will they be successful? I do not know. Now, I do think but I do think Brett will likely go to like a 5 to a $10 billion market cap. I don't see it going to 30, 40, 50 billion. I think that's a pipe dream. Okay, I think it will be vastly front ran by the whales. And once it goes into that like 5 to 10 billion range at some point, I think that will happen. I would look to get out of everything. I do not see it going to 40 billion. But then the last part of your super chat would be Gotius Maximus GOAT. So this is the original AI agent coin. This is what actually started this whole AI agent narrative that has become the hottest thing since sliced bread. Now, I want to take a look at the chart on TradingView to get my RSI up here. So yeah, I mean, look, many things, many ways to look at it. First would be this breakout. You also had the bullish div. So this looks, and the price is already reflecting with a higher high that the downtrend is, basically broken here, right? This higher high. So GOAT looks like it is ready to rally again. The question is, you have a supply zone here at 80 to 90 cents. And you also have this all-time high supply zone. The question is whether it wants to basically, if sellers want to keep this thing down and sell their coins that's in the supply zones, or if there's going to be enough buying pressure to actually push this thing to new highs again. Because when GOAT was pumping up here to $1, it was the only AI agent that people really cared about. All these other ones started going parabolic after GOAT had already reached its high. Okay, GOAT reached its high in the middle of November. If you look at virtual in the middle of November, it was here. Okay, it was at 30 cents. It's gone up like 15x from the point where GOAT has topped out. So GOAT pumped when the liquidity in the AI agent narrative was not very fragmented. It's very fragmented now because there's 1,000 new AI agent coins launching every day now. So will GOAT go back to make a new all-time high? If I had to give a yes or no answer, just yes or no, I'm going to have to say no. I don't think it will. I really don't. The market's different now. This was the only AI agent coin. It went to 1.3 billion. There's 10,000 new AI agents a day. It's different. I don't know if this will have the steam to get back and make a new all-time high. I don't know personally. Maybe, but I wouldn't. I would be careful. But Eric, good question. Some tough answers, but that's my take on a live stream, totally unscripted, off the top of my head. That's how I was trained to answer the question, much like AIXBT is trained to answer these questions, saying that the OpenSea airdrop will be on track for December of 2024. Smash the like button if you like that joke. But anyways, yeah, that's it. We got some super chats over here. We got one from PG. He says, any thoughts on WeP presale? No thoughts on the WeP presale. I've never heard of WeP before. WEPE. I would say avoid WeP. And thoughts on Agent Zeke. And I haven't heard of Zeke before. Zeke by Virtuals. Okay. Actually, we looked at this yesterday, actually. I've looked at probably, actually looked into, I'd say 25 to 30 AI agent coins over the past few days. Actually took time to figure out what they're doing and things like that. So yeah, I mean, my mind is clogged with AI agent, all these different ones. They're all mishmashed together in my head at this point. But anyways, thoughts on Zeke. Yes, the ZK Sync one. So it's the ZK Sync AI agent on base. So it's going where the narrative is, where the liquidity is. Look, the chart isn't parabolic. ZK Sync's bullish. So if this thing's going to have good insight and people start making money off of its knowledge that it shares, the chart looks like it wants to leg up. This is a pre-pump chart. This looks a lot. It's not up here. If it was up here, I would say avoid it. But 750K, this could be a potential winner, but still high out on the risk curve. So definitely use proper risk management and position sizing. But just looking at the chart, it is still, it's unpumped. So there's opportunity there. Triangle says ICP is a true giant this run and the dark horse. Is it though? Now, I won't deny that ICP has had a good performance this cycle. It's gone from 280 to a high of $20, currently at $10, 270% from the bear market bottom, which isn't horrible, but it's not great either. But plus 270 in a year is still, it's a pretty good return. All things considered, it's not what we want in crypto, but it's still decent. But is this going to be the dark horse of the cycle? Well, crazier things have happened, right? You can see XRP. That's a pretty crazy thing that's happened. So I'm not going to say that this thing is never going to go up, but will it be the dark horse? Not sure about that. I have these levels marked from $26 to $58. I would look for it to top out somewhere in here. If I was holding it, I would look to be taking profits in here. I'm not sure how special ICP is compared to a lot of these other projects that do exist. We got some more super chats rolling in. We got some more super chats. So Spy Paint E, he says, yo, Happy New Year's, big dog. Thoughts on Aerobud? Well, Spy Paint E, right back at you, sir. Happy New Year's to you. And thoughts on Aerobud? It's going to be the same as all of these other base meme coins. Now, I've been keeping tabs on what Aerobud is up to, and it's down pretty huge, which doesn't mean it's a bad coin. It just means exactly what I was saying when you guys, or what, maybe it wasn't you, but I had the Aerobud community, right, rating my live streams when it was up here. And I was just being real with them, and I was saying how I don't think it's a good idea to buy it when the chart looks like this. Okay, this is a full parabolic move. So now Aerobud has corrected. Okay, now we can pay attention and we can look for opportunity. When something looks like this and it's up and to the right only, you tend to want to avoid these types of charts to buy. It doesn't mean you shouldn't look at them and keep up to date and see what it's doing, looking for value and opportunity, but it definitely means that you shouldn't chase the price after it already went up 56x in 24 days. But again, it's correcting now. So it's down 72%. So that 60 to 80% rule will still apply. So if you do want to find an entry on Aerobud, this sticks out to me like a sore thumb, this candle. So I want to isolate that. 80% would be 13 million. I would be looking down here, like 15 mil to like 7 million, a wide spread down there. But yeah, that's where I would be looking if I wanted to buy Aerobud. This is a lesson why we definitely don't want to chase parabolic moves. And again, sometimes you're going to get away with it. Sometimes you'll get away with buying something here and it just keeps on going up forever. there's probably like a 1 in 1,000 chance that your coin ends up being the one that does that. All right. I've round tripped meme coins to a disgusting degree where I've seen 6 figures evaporate because I thought my coin was the next Pepe. I'm telling you this stuff out of experience. Okay. I'm not here to LARP. I've been through it. I've experienced the majority of things that you can experience in the crypto world myself. The highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows. I've been there, okay? So again, this is why you don't want to buy parabolic charts. But yeah, this is where I would be looking, down here. Spy Paint E says, I personally like Aerobud. It's a give to shelters based coin. Founders also set to meet up with Coinbase marketing team. So yeah, like I'm not saying the coin's bad. Like I said, this is the value zone down here. You can like it, but again, your entry is so crucial. So it's coming into levels where you should be interested. Up here, don't want to be. Down here, 100% you want to be. But I do appreciate the support, Spy Paint. And we get another super chat from Papa Flash. He says, can you take a look at Colin? It's an AI agent on Solana. Okay, so here's Colin. That sounded funny when I just said it just now. Let's see. Another swarm agent, similar to UCB, which we were looking at yesterday. UBC, sorry, Universal Basic Compute. As you can see, this one's up, continuing to rise. So back to KOL in colon. So it's in a pretty aggressive uptrend right now. It's tough to look at. I've seen versions of this particular chart so many times. And it's tough to say whether or not it's actually going to go ahead and break resistance here or not. Okay, 15 million is the resistance that must break. Otherwise, it's coming back down to 7 to 5 mil. So, I mean, for an entry, I would be looking down here 7 to 5 million. If you're already in, I would be looking for it to break 15 million and run. But yeah, it's this again. I've seen this particular, like, you can call it. What's the word I'm looking for? Call it a fractal, like this particular paint, like the way this chart's painted. I've seen it a lot, and I feel like a lot of the times it doesn't break out and it comes back down to support. I'm not sure. Maybe the AI agent type will carry this thing to a breakout, but if I wanted to buy it, I would wait. But Papa Flash, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate your support. Let's see. We got some more super chats rolling in. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's cool at the same time. I like answering the super chats, but I know there's a lot of good questions that I am unfortunately missing because we're focused on super chats. So yeah, that is unfortunate, but we will give priority to super chats. So let's answer. We got one from Yup, and he says, Amen Project Nostradamus, AI agent that gives TA for all questions on X, TA and opinion, please. So Amen Nostradamus on base. Well, I know that this one is a successful like narrative because there's a similar coin on Solana called Quant, which is at 15 million right now. You can see the daily candle. Same thing, right? TA, technical analysis, AI agent. So now this thing is going vertical. It is quite low compared to something like Quant, for example, which is 4x its valuation. So maybe you do get away with buying a parabolic candle here for a quick few X's, but it's still a very dangerous game. And I would still be looking for the retest of the all-time high, which is at 2.5 million. But yeah, this is a nice chart. Beautiful rounded bottom leading to that breakout. That's picture perfect. And it looks like it's just starting its parabolic run now. So in these parabolic runs, like I said, you might get away with just top blasting here because it can look like this. Right? It can just go. So dangerous for sure. I mean, this whole AI agent narrative is dangerous at this point because all these have gone parabolic, and you're going to basically have to chase or find something before anyone talks about it to get a good entry. So again, we know these things have the potential to go much higher, right? To just match Quant's market cap is a 4x for Amen. So potentially some opportunity here, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it trading at 10 to 20 million soon, given how these other ones have performed that are very similar. What kind of let's just look at the TA though. Just retweeting. I'll take a look at it after the stream. All right, what else is going on here? Second Tim 32, he says, every YouTuber I see is shilling AI agents. That is usually topping signal 100%. Again, this trend started with GOAT. GOAT topped out in the middle of November. So this is not a new narrative that just formed yesterday. And by the time most YouTubers get to talking about it, yes, it's very, very late in the trend. Again, which is why I'm saying with all of these AI agent coins, you're playing with fire. So if you don't have a great entry, I would be very careful for sure. Let's see. Rainer, he says, an insider holds 23% of Amen. Rainer, thank you for the insight. Shout out to you, by the way, Rainer. Happy New Year, sir. Let's see. We got a super not a super chat, but we got a question from Utkarsh Road. He says, can you look at Caspa? You think it can go lower from here, and what could be its top from here? So Cas is back down here at the range lows. This is your weekly chart. So it's now been in this range for essentially like 14 months. It's a long time. So thoughts on Kaz. Look, if it does end up coming into this green zone, it's a buy. Okay, I don't think that this cycle is over. I do think Kaz will break highs and resolve to the upside out of this range with a breakout. Very, very tough hold for anyone that bought it in late 2023 or early 2024. For anyone that may have bought it in 2022, well, I mean, you're still up 100x basically, or like 90x. 70x, so you don't really care. But for the majority of people, they didn't buy it in 2022. They either bought it in late 2023, like myself over here, or they bought it in this range. So you're probably thinking, Caspa, this stupid shit coin, why have I held on to it all this time when all I had to do was buy virtual or fart coin or hype, whatever? It's probably the thoughts of the majority of Caspa holders right now. Probably saying, F this POS. But anyways, it probably will end up breaking out to the upside. Market makers are simply letting all of the early holders sell their coins, shake out the weak hands before likely the inevitable breakout higher. So anyways, I would be looking in the green box if given to buy. And in terms of how high it can actually go when it breaks out, well, let's use some fib extensions. Our 1618's at 38 cents. Our 618's at 27 cents. So those are two initial targets for you. Not saying those are going to be like the highs of the bull run, but those would be places you should potentially look to exit at least some of your position. Your 2618 is at 48 cents and your 3618 is at 60 cents. So those are some targets that you can use to work off of. And I mean, look, those are still some pretty decent gains. They're not really, 10x's that I'm sure many of you are after. But I mean, look, this thing went up hundreds of X's in 2022 to current price. So you just need to be early to stuff like this. I do think Cubic is a better opportunity, which is why I do hold a lot more Cubic than CAS. And anyways, not to go too far off from what the question was asking. We got a super chat from Jordan Lamarche. He says, my last name is pronounced Lamarche. Apologies for butchering your name over the past few live streams, Jordan. I think I was calling you Lamarche instead of Lamarche. My apologies. So anyways, Jordan Lamarche with a super chat. He says, I'm liking the virtuals coins. I'm in on AIXBT and virtuals. How about Vader AI and AIXCB? So first of all, thank you for the super chat. Vader, we've already looked at on stream today, and we'll show it again. It's very dangerous to take an entry here. Okay, no matter how great the fundamentals of a project are, it can be Bitcoin. But if you buy Bitcoin at $65,000 in the Q1 of 2021, you still have to see it go down 80% and wait 4 years to go make new highs. Okay, so even if it's the best coin ever, your entry is very, very important. This is not at a entry level that I would be interested. I mean, it's gone. Missed it. So I think this is a good AI agent coin by virtuals, but the value is not there in terms of the current price. Where would there be value? Well, on the daily time frame, there is a demand zone at 100 million market cap. Just here. And other than that, it's all the way down at 60 million, which is the previous all-time high. So that's what I think of Vader. And then AIXCB. So this is an interesting one because this thing went from 5 to 10 million to now 100 million. Right, we're looking at these other AI agent coins that are at like 3 million. Some of them are 5 million, 10 million. And they look the same, but their market caps are 10x lower. Which is, again, the conditioning. Everyone's going to think their coin will go to 100 million. Guaranteed. It's creating a very dangerous precedent, if you will. Same thing with Vader, same analysis. I don't see value anymore. Like, this is, you kind of got to just let this thing run and look for the next thing that will put in a similar move. If you buy something like this at current prices, you are playing with fire. As you can see, this one did actually correct by 70% in the course of one day, and immediately V reversed out of it and made a new all-time high. So yeah, I would wait for something like this again if you want to buy any of these parabolically pumped charts. It's very dangerous to enter them now. And it might suck if they keep on going up, but it's still better than getting caught in the possible 80% drawdown, because that sucks more. But anyways, here's my current virtuals AI agent that I'm invested into. It's Gecko, and Gecko is up 2.5x from where I bought it at like a 9, just below 10 million market cap, around here or so. But again, we just looked at these other ones. This is at 25 million. These other ones are 100, 150 million. I said when I bought Gecko at sub 10 how I think it will go to 50 to 100 million and catch up with the other ones quickly. So we'll see if that continues to happen. But your entry is just so important, where if you're chasing the things that have already parabolically pumped, you're playing with fire. If you can get good entries, by all means, ride them out. But I'm just going to keep on stressing how important your entry price actually is. Let's see though. So people asking me about TARS AI. I get asked about TARS AI every single live stream, and I give the same answer every time. I think it will keep going up. I think it's bullish. Let's see. Roasty says, this is why I think these AI coins still have room to grow. Once Dex Screener posted meme coins that were trending, most of them continued to increase, like Turbo, Land Wolf, and Based Pepe. For sure, they can keep on going up, but does that mean that it's a wise thing? It's smart to buy something that's, this is Gecko. We were just looking at this one, AIXCB. It's just 540% in a week. You're playing with fire. I'm not going to keep on sounding like a broken record over here. Now, people are asking about Turbo as well. So Turbo got listed on Binance. Got listed on Binance here in, I believe, this candle, first week of October. Or maybe it was the first week of September. I don't remember exactly when it was. But it basically caused this pump. Now, it's interesting stuff. So you can see on your RSI, on your weekly time frame, you do have this weekly time frame bearish divergence. You can also see it here on the daily. Okay, that's pretty clear. It's clear as day. So what happens with these types of charts? Let's first of all identify our base support level. That's at 0.007 cents. Just there. Okay. So if this is going to stay intact in its trend, the bearish divergence will be invalidated by price holding its base support level, which it's doing so far. It's already bounced off of it once. Okay, so Turbo must hold this level at 0.007. If you see it lose this, then the bearish divergence is valid, and it's going to cascade. It's going to cascade down. Chart already looks ridiculous. So if you cannot hold 0.007, it's going to spell trouble. But for now, it's not like this is an isolated case of underperformance, because the entire market, besides the AI agent coins, have similar kind of depressing looking charts. So either it's the top of everything or all of these are due for a major reversal soon, which is probably the case. So that's what I think about Turbo. Crypto John sold Caspa for Turbo, says Costas. So yeah, I mean this guy Crypto John, it seems like he's really I don't watch him at all. I probably have watched like 30 seconds of one of his videos over a year ago, and I just couldn't take it. Like the lisp or whatever. It was not the channel for me. That's fine. But yeah, it seems like he's really rustled a lot of feathers. But if he wanted to sell his CAS for Turbo, depending on when he did that, it could have been a great move. If he's just done it recently, we'll see how that pans out. I know a lot of influencers, I hate that word, it's a joke, dumped Caspa. But me as an investor, at least with Caspa I'm there to see through my investment thesis. So yeah, they can do that. Hopefully it works out well for them. We'll see. We got another super chat though from Tinley Palmo. He says, I'm not sure what that is originally. It looks like a different language, but Happy New Year to you. He says, what are your thoughts on Stellary AI, Morph AI, and Dasha? Thank you. So we already looked at Dasha. Morph AI, if that's the influencer one. Is that the influencer one? I know I got asked about this. Yeah, I got asked about this already. It's a copycat, so chart looks decent. It might pump based off a narrative alone, but I really don't have a high degree of confidence in it. And Stellary AI. Wow, look at this. Been around from April and has gone from 100K market cap to 5 million in less than 2 weeks. I don't know. I've never heard of this one before. Can't give my thoughts on it, but like all the other ones that have gone parabolic, your entry is extremely important. I don't recommend to top last. And if you buy it at all-time highs, you're playing with fire. But the gaming pump of November 2023 just popped into my head. We've seen this before. Right? Here's Domi, for example. Now, Domi, I think fundamentally it's a good coin, but this pump was there's 100 other charts that look the same in that gaming pump that happened at the end of 2023. It's the same thing. It's going to end the same way. You're playing with fire at this point, but we'll see, guys. We will see. We will see. Don't top blast. And Domi, again, it's something that I bought sub a penny, like around here. This in the middle. I top blasted the first breakout candle because I saw the chart. I was like, it's bottom, it's going to pump. It did. Right? It went up over 10x. And then what happens? The gaming hype dies down and it just... You're playing with fire buying this stuff now, chasing after this narrative. And I'm not going to sound like a broken record this entire live stream, so I'm going to stop saying that phrase. Anyways, we got a super chat from Mark Hammery. He says, hi, once again, I'm thinking about buying a little bag of DGen. DGen on base, good coin. Does the market think that right now? No. Holders are exiting DGen to chase after the Virtuals AI agent coins. Now, DGen right now has fully retraced its election pump. You can see it's at the prices it was at election day. It gave back everything. So if there was a level to buy it, for sure, this is a very important support level to hold. And I think DGen's a good coin on base. I've been bullish on DGen. Much to what I've been saying this stream with the AI agent coins, your entry is very important. So even DGen, after it went parabolic and found a base, right? This is when I said pay attention to it. I mean, damn, it dropped another 50%. Crazy. So yeah, here, this is, what is this, 80%? 73% from this high at 600 million. These are prices of value, 100%. And another example of why a coin can be good, but your entry, you never want to chase after stuff, right? So current prices look like value to me. You definitely want to see these levels hold at 150 million. Fill the inefficiency of this election pump. You have people chasing after the virtuals coins now. I do see this making a comeback. It's just a matter of when. And will you have the conviction to hold it until that point? Or will you want to sell it and rotate it into something else? Questions you should ask before buying. Let's see. We got a question. Aster says, saw that Gecko is gaining steam. Thoughts on its potential from here? Like I said, when I bought it at sub 10 million, I thought it could easily go to 50 to 100 pretty quick. So that's what I'm looking for in the short term. How am I feeling about Griffin? Feeling great about it. I'm glad I decided to buy it when I did. Not early, but still. Right? Nice move. And I think this is a multi-billion-dollar coin. Same thing with ALCH, right? The two I like on Solana, it's looking very good. So entries are important. The point for entry is gone now. But at least in my view, it is. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, that's what I think about those coins. But anyways, guys. We've been live for an hour and a half right now. First live stream of 2025. Hope you guys like this one. A lot of AI agent talk because that's the only thing to talk about right now in crypto. That's relevant, at least. We didn't talk about Kekius Maximus, which is Elon's current profile picture on Twitter. This thing went 100x in a day overnight, basically. But yeah, I mean, listen, the market right now is for sure, it's a huge mind game. A lot of game theory, and it's a huge mind game. Again, the major conditioning at play here with people, one, getting depressed because their coins are going down and they're seeing the virtuals hype and the agent hype in these pumps, right? Many people have completely missed it altogether and not even caught in one of these coins. So if that's the case, you're probably like, what the heck am I doing right now? And you're thinking you got to sell everything you're holding to go chase after this stuff that's now pumped parabolically. There's a lot of top signals. People have said how all the YouTubers are now talking about the agents. Definitely dangerous. So stay vigilant out there. And no matter how good a coin is, your entry is extremely important. So that's why I never recommend to buy parabolic all-time high candles. You should always be looking for value. Value is the name of the game in crypto. All right? Your entry is going to determine your success in crypto, how much money you actually make. So don't top blast. Find your demand zones and wait for the price to come to them. And if you just follow that simple strategy, you're probably going to outperform like 80 to 90% of the people that are in crypto because, listen, people have zero edge and they let their emotions totally get the better of them. So when most people are just going off the whims of their mind and emotions, if you have an actual strategy, it can be just as simple as going to the daily and weekly time frames and identifying the key levels of demand and waiting for the price to come there to buy, you will probably do better than 80 to 90% of the people in the market. Also, being early to trends goes without saying. That's how you're going to make the most. But anyways, so much to talk about in just so little time. So we will be live again tomorrow. We do live streams on a regular basis here at Crypto Empire if you're new. And we'll be doing them in 2025 just like we were doing them in 2024. It's a new year, but it's the same old me. I'm not here to say new year, new me. Same Connor, but of course we will be new and improved by the work we do on ourselves. Hope you do the same. Have a great New Year's Day. Enjoy the rest of it. Don't let your resolutions turn to distant memories and get after it, lads. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire. Shout out to Aster for the super chat. He says, think Top Hat may regain mindshare. It's moving. No idea, sir, but I do appreciate the super chat. We'll look at that in the next live stream. We're wrapping it up right now. You guys have a great rest of your day. Happy New Year's Day. Connor from Crypto Empire.